Hello everyone, this is Virucorn and today I bring you a solo master escape run on Ice Queen using LAHNI. I'm going to be showing you what cards I use for her. Thrill of the Hunt, Venom Blade, Venom Resistance, Brawler, and Short Range Deflection. The first three have to come together because you're going to be most of the time in Venom. Resistance in Venom, that's to take less damage in Venom. Venom Blade to bleed the enemies, and Thrill of the Hunt to stay alive near that bleeding enemy. Also short range, that's to take less damage from any ballistics that are coming to you. Brawler, that's to increase your melee damage. And also because on this run I had Juvies, and that's the one I prefer, having Juvies instead of the Rejects. Rejects is easier, but in some areas it's pretty slow. It takes a long time to go through certain areas. It just takes time. You have to be quick. The Juvie one is the best one to go so far for me. Also because you having Brawler allows you to kill the Juvies with 2 hits if you're not in Venom, and the Poppers 1 hit. And you'll see how I implement that and how I deal with the Juvies. Also there's 2 difficulties, 2 modifiers. One is freezing snipers and one is short ulti. So I'm gonna be showing you, explaining you how to deal with the snipers when they're aiming at you with the laser, and also on which enemies you have to use your ulti. This is how I run it. I hope you guys like the way I did it. You guys can do it differently. Like I said, I got Juvies for this run. It's about 6 on the first encounter. If you get Rejects, you get 2 Rejects on the first encounter before you go towards the resupply room. When you get Juvies, you're going to be getting 3 Grenadiers and also 2 Drone Elites. To deal with the Juvies, sometimes they are scattered through here. But make sure every time you hit, make a roll even if you missed, so you get away from the incoming damage from the Juvies. That's why I use a Brawler. They can go down with 2 hits. In this room there's 2 long shots, drop shot relic. Make sure to pick up the 2 snipers and drop shot and grab all the ammo that's in here. There's a flash also. You don't need to pick it up. That's only for when you run in the when you get rejects at the beginning, to deal with the Grenadier elites that spawn. Make sure to get the sniper that's on the bridge. You'll see it. Sure to get him because it's just annoying sometimes. And always make sure to be in Venom. Try to aggro all these enemies. Like I said, it's 3 Grenadiers and 2 Drone Elites. If you manage to do a combo on the Drone Elites, make sure to grab him as a mid-shield. They always give you a shock grenade, like the Grenadier Elites do. If you can't get the hit, the triple combo, the combo on them, just grab him as soon as they bleed out. Grab him, they'll give you one, or sometimes they leave one, like you'll see here. I already have one, trying to get the other one, but I was trying to be quick and kill this guy. Grab him, I already have 2. Here, stick to the left. Try to get one of the poppers that spawn with the Scion, dropshot Scion. Be careful because sometimes a Juvie that's on the right side comes with you. Probably two or one of them. I wasn't able to kill the popper. It was getting me mad because I wasn't able to kill him, but it was okay. Just deal with the Juvie that came from the right side and switch to your drop and try to freeze the Scion. Make sure to pick up the drop. It's all the ammo you get if you don't go to the rooms. Make sure to switch from your long shot to the claw, so you deal with the Juvies that are ahead with these. Like I said, If you don't get shocks at the very beginning, you get plenty of opportunities to get shocks. And here, just pick up all the ammo you can. Be quick here. Go up as much as you can. Throw the shocks and switch to your claw, so you can deal with the juvies that go by the shock grenades. Make sure as soon as you hear the popper, just make a roll or stay away from the blast radius. There is a room ahead to the right, has ammo. Recommend picking it up quickly. Get the explosive crate for the drop. That way you have 3. It's actually, you get, I believe it's 2 of them. Yeah, cause if you flash the cyan, you can just keep that and not use it. But you have to be really careful. That's why I freeze them. This area, you get 2 snipers, I believe 2 hunters, 3 drone elites, 4 grenadiers, also 2 warrants, and 3 waves of jubies, of poppers. They always come in trios. Here, you just try to mark everything you can and try to aggro them so they can come to you, and that way you can deal with them in venom. As soon as you deal with the second wave of poppers, just try to push forward. Try to kill as much as you can. As soon as you deal with the second wave, you can just push forward, kill the rest of the enemies, and wait for the warrants and pull back. The reason I do this, pushing forward, is to keep activating and try to set off the activate the poppers so they can blow up on their own. Try to set them off. Always be careful with the snipers. Now they're set off, they're gonna blow up. Here, make sure to leave your weapon, get rid of it, so when because you need to pick up the mace. And here, what you want to do is just freeze when the warriors, wait for him to go over the cover, and then pop your ulti, get him with it, grab the mace, and be careful with this guy. Always do 3 hits and then roll, because they always hit you back. Here you can just switch to your talent, so you can just start knifing everything. There is 2 snipers left. Make sure to make a roll when you see the laser, that way you don't get freeze. That happens to probably all the enemies. If an enemy is rolling or jumping over cover, it cannot be freeze. Just make sure to kill everything here. If you want to, you just can't run if you have venom. But the reason I do this to kill everything is because I want and I need the mace for this next part. And here is to show you how tough LAHNI is with those cards maxed out. So you can see the short range and Thrill of the Hunt on work. For this next part, you can either get snipers or grenadier elites. If you get it's snipers or drone elites. If you get snipers, you get a warrant and the matriarch at the very end. If you get drone elites, you get a dropshot scion and the matriarch coming through the breach, and 2 warrants at the very end with a dropshot scion. Here, just try to grab all the ammo that you can. Also grab the explosive crate, grab all the stuns, you need them. It's actually, you gain 1 out of the explosive crate, and you also get 1 that is in the room. Make sure to grab it, make sure to grab the 2 flashes. This round, like I said, I got claws and grenadiers elite. Just make sure in this part just to aggro the enemy. I had to go back for the flash, so that helped me to deal with the elite grenadiers, and allows me to have them chase me, try to find me. That way I can deal with them quicker. Just make sure just to grab him as a issue. You gain your flashback. For this round, you're gonna have to gain 2 shocks from the drone elites, but that's for you when you are in Venom. Always be careful, because when you're alone, the enemies are just so random. They're only following you, so you have to be really careful. Here I was waiting for that drone elite to start reloading. That allowed you to do the triple combo on him, but I wasn't able to do so. He just ran away. That was weird. But he's smart. You know where he's at now. That's why encourage to keep marking the enemies if you can. Here I saw the Grenadier elite. I was waiting to stay in Venom, so I can bleed him out, grab him as a mid shield, and gain a flashback from him, so I can deal with the other one with ease. Now, if you're in Venom, you can move freely, but always be careful with the drone elites. I could have just knifed him, but I had my flash on the hand, so I wasn't planted on him, so I don't want to waste it. Anyway, I already gained a shock grenade from that claw. Always be really careful here, because they're like hiding most of the time. If you're in Venom, you're just like unstoppable here. I don't know why the drop shot Zion didn't appear sooner, but just freeze him, and that way you can deal with him quicker. Be sure to grab the drop, and if you have time, if the Venom hasn't reached the breach completely, you can just come to this room and grab one of the other explosives crates in there. It's in there. If you're running with other teammates, there's a lot of ammo they can grab here. Here, just on the breach, you get snipers, you get poppers and juvies, and the mates are coming through the breach. So you just need to try to get as much as close as you can, so you can throw the shocks on a certain area. Sometimes you're able to blow them up, all of them, and you end up having like 2 juvies, but in this run I wasn't able to do so. Just run back, be careful with the snipers. Yeah, make sure to keep your mace out so you can deal with the juvies. See how I deal with him. Make sure the popper is not on the ramp, because if he's on the ramp, he's gonna be pushed forward instead of going backwards with the mace. Always try to aggro the matriarch, so you can have her to come to you quickly. To kill the matriarch, you just need to hit the ground with the mace. That causes her to bleed and die. She doesn't die completely now. I don't know what they did to it, but she ends up with 1 HP. She ended up dying by the Venom in this run. Always try to freeze her if you can. I wasn't able to do so. I don't know why. I think this game's broken too. And always, if you get aimed at by the snipers in Venom, you need a roll. That will stop you from being freeze. But because they're so deep in Venom, they're forced to move back because they start dying. Also because they took damage from the shock that I throw. For this area, make sure if you don't have a drop shot enough, just put it on the locker if you still have it. Sometimes the matrix destroys it. If the Venom is like close to you, just try to move forward towards the breach. That will activate the two warrants that are coming, plus the drop shot Zion. And that way they're not waiting for you outside when you come out, and you can deal with them here, and that way you can get a fresh mace out of one of those guys. Here, just try to get these guys in Venom. As long as you bleed him out, there's nothing to worry about. Always be careful with that sniper that's at the breach. As soon as you get rid of the third one, just go back, grab the drop, and always make sure that he jump over the barrier or the cover because he won't get freeze like he did here. He only takes one hit from the mace if the Warren is frozen. I did here try to freeze the drop. I went back to pick up the new mace so I can deal with the other Warren with ease. Don't be afraid to be in Venom. Venom is your friend in this run. I say just as soon as you get done with that Warren, you can just come here and go through the bridge. That's short range deflection, help me not being freezed by him. And here, just if the door closes, you have a small window to go towards the left. Try to stay in Venom still, so that way you gave time for the door to close and the enemies to follow you. And then just start smashing the floor. And that's the run, I believe. If you grab one of the Grenadiers Elite, you can grab a stun and just keep stunning the door. But that's the run. I hope you guys like it, and just make sure to leave a comment if you guys like it or what you think about the run. If you have any questions, let me know. Alright.